All right, we're live. Here we go, later than usual. Michaela, thanks for stopping around for a minute. I don't know if you're still here. I'm having some tech difficulties, but here's old veteran of the game, Casual Crafter, to try to steer me through and get us to completion of our previously started project, painting the Wolfman head. Crafter, thanks for coming around.
Well, thanks, Chris. I saw what you were doing there. You're doing a really good job, and I saw that outfit that you picked out. You want to show people what you got for your outfit?
Sure, let's shuffle the
Got it
deck a
handy?
little. We got, and trying to, again, work off of something similar to what the actual Mego figures are. So I picked him up a plaid shirt and then just some gray pants to outfit him, and the feet and the hands are over here also. So we'll be getting to that at some point or another.
Okay, well, it's going to look great. And let's see. Last time we did the here. Let me switch cameras. We did the face. We painted the face, correct?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. We did the face, that mixture of Tuscan red and was it antique white?
Antique white.
Or yeah, I think it was antique white. It wasn't. You don't have
Antique
beachcomber
touch.
beige, right?
Say again. Say again.
You don't have beachcomber beige, right?
I do not have beachcomber beige.
Okay, yeah. So it had to be antique white and also the Tuscan red. So we got that down, and then we dry brushed for the lighter version of that. We just added a little more antique white or the parchment to that color so that we could get the highlights on that face by dry brushing. And then now we're just touching up, right? I see some areas that I need to kind of fix over here on the side with that burnt umber that we're using for the hair. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to get my small brush and just kind of do some touch up. You got touch up to do too?
Of course I do.
Okay.
And so again, the burnt umber is the color used around the hair, the fur, the
Yeah,
chin, the neck.
it would be the hair. Yeah, the hairy part. I'm using a small brush just so I can get the little strands that are there.
Okay, then I will go in kind and get this burnt umber open and get to addressing the strands. Let me give it a little shake first and get to work. Now, does the length of the bristles matter much? So I got the shorter here and longer.
I would take shorter. You get more control. The longer ones are great for applying it, but I just have problems with the longer bristles because I don't have as much control. Because I got to get really close up to my models because my eyesight's not that great.
Speaking of eyesight and trying to line up the camera. Okay, I think I'm in range now.
Okay, I think I got it touched up. Let me check the ear. Ooh. Yeah, you love these monsters, don't you?
I sure do. I sure do. And so this is stretching my skill set here to come into actually painting them, and just trying to accept the degree of challenge as it is, and not shoot myself in the foot as I'm getting my feet wet and that I'm throwing out cliche terms while we're painting.
Hey, you know what? It's just supposed to be fun, and you're supposed to have a good time doing it. And we're going to use some washes right now that are going to really help make it pop. And then I showed you the heads that I'm sending you, right? I'm sending you this guy right here, Glenn
Oh,
Strange, Frankenstein.
that is a magnificent piece right there.
That'll be fun. I wanted to show you what I picked up from Trucker Doug's toy box.
Man, is that a youthful Dr. Octopus or oh wow.
You know who it is now?
That's pretty advanced to be able to pull the top off, and
I know, right? You know who this guy is, right?
I'm gonna go Invisible Man now.
It is Invisible Man.
Well, I was a mad scientist further off, but yeah, that is some good stuff.
Yeah, and this will be an easy one to paint too, because just got to do the goggles, the nose like a flesh color, and then the hair. See, it's all separate. You can do it pretty easily. And then this is just antique white with a wash. And we're going to do a wash today, so it's a little more advanced, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I want to get all my guys together because I'm doing the I don't know if you can see McDougal's House of Horrors for my Abbott and Costello. Oh yeah, so looking good. Bring it a little closer. Let me see. Turn it sideways. I like that widow's peak. That's what I should have done.
Well,
Hang on, I'm gonna do that widow's peak real quick. I'm gonna steal
okay.
that idea.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, a little more. Yeah, that's a good call. See, that's why I like doing this with you, because you're an aficionado when it comes to these things. All right, so the next part. Are you ready?
Let's see. Let's see.
Okay, I got a couple of drops of dish soap in here.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to get a medium-sized brush. By medium size, I mean like about that. I need some new brushes, don't I?
All right. Well, only you can be the judge. Okay, so a couple
Use
of
that hand soap that you got instead.
yeah,
Or you
well,
can dip your brush in there.
foam. It's the foam stuff, Crafter, so it already evaporated.
Oh, okay. Well, then just dip your brush in that and pull out a brush full of that stuff and put it in your container, and then add a little water.
A medium brush, kind of like this,
There you go. Perfect. That's perfect.
into the dish soap, and then dip it in water.
And then dip it into your well, hang on. Dip it in the soap, and then push
Okay.
it into your palette.
Okay, so the soap into the palette. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Now dip it into the water and add some water to that.
All right.
Okay, get it nice and runny. And
Nice
now
and
we're going
runny.
to grab our burnt umber, and we're going to take a brush full of that.
Okay.
Just a
Same
brush.
brush. Same brush I just used, or a different brush?
Yeah, same brush.
Okay.
Okay, you got your burnt umber on there?
Yep. Burn umber is on the brush.
And then we're going to put it into our soap. We're going to
Okay.
squish it around.
Okay.
And then we're going to add water until it's nice and runny.
All right. I think I'm pretty runny.
See, I'm just pushing it around,
Okay.
dipping it in and getting some water on there.
Okay.
And you want it so that it drips freely off the brush.
All right. Well, let me get some more water incorporated then. All right. Now I've achieved drip. I've
Let's see.
achieved drip.
Let me see what you got.
All right. Here, I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up.
Oh, I can't see it. Looks a little thick.
Okay.
You want it to be really runny.
All right.
See how, look, I'm pushing it up against the edge right there, and see how it runs down? I don't know if you can see that.
Yep. Yep.
And this is the fun part, Chris.
Okay. Let's have some fun. What's next?
Okay, so did you get it runny?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right, let me see it just in case, because if it's too thick, you're gonna have to rinse it off.
Okay. Let me.
Okay, push it off to the side. That's still too thick.
Okay.
Rinse out your brush and then add just clean water, or not the clean water, but without the paint on there.
Right. Right.
Okay, so let's see. Push it off to the side. Off to the side. A little bit more. You're almost there.
A little more water. Okay.
Yep. Do that about 3 more times, and I
All
think
right.
you'll be good. There you go. It's looking good. One more. Okay, push it off to the side so I can see how it's looking. Okay, bring it closer. Can't see.
Okay.
All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to dip your brush in the water, then you're going to dip it into that solution that you made.
Okay. All right. We're dipped.
Now you're going to run it across the face of the Wolfman.
All right.
Do you see how it's starting to pool into the areas that that are a little bit more like recessed?
Yes.
See how it's giving you that like definition and detail?
Yes.
Let me see what you got.
All right. Here he goes. Here he goes. Let me get it up good and close.
Okay, yeah, that's looking good. You don't want to do too much, but you want to make sure that you're getting into all those crevices.
Gotcha.
And they should look like this when you're done.
All right.
Let's see what you got. Hold it steady. Looking good. Pull away some of the pooling. See how the chin's pooling? Make sure it's even coverage. And then just take care of all the areas that are pooling. You can just dip your brush into a paper towel and then just kind of wipe it off. Dip it in your paper towel, and you can just wipe it off that way.
Okay.
And then make sure that you get it in the ears too.
I'll get the ears. All right.
All right, let's take a look.
I don't know if I gotta adjust my lighting for you here. Let me see if I can get some flashlight feature on here for it so it'll show up better for you to see it.
Okay, flip it around to the front. The front so I can see.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Clean out the eyes, and I think you're good.
Okay, so clean out the eyes, remove some of the wash.
Yeah, because you can see it's like foaming in there and stuff. You want to get rid of that, but it's looking good. Then just wipe that off on your paper towel.
Okay.
And then try it again, just so you can get that foamy stuff out. Oop, can't see. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to take our black and we're going to do the same thing. I have another one over here. I'm just going to dip it in there, dip it in my water, and I'm going to make a runny, watery mess.
All right, we'll do it.
Same consistency, and then I'm just going to use this for the hair. Try not to get it on the face, though.
Try not to get it on the face. Okay.
Just
so when you say the hair, okay, I'm watching you before I jump in there. Okay, so along the sideburns, around the ear, with the black wash. Okay.
Yes, with the black wash. Got to be careful. Don't get it in the skin because then you're going to have a muddy mess. And you're going to have to clean it out with your brush. It's going to take you a while.
Okay. And so for those of us who don't know, including me, what is the magic or what is the value of the dish soap?
The dish soap gives it a little bit more cohesion.
Okay.
It's not so runny, but it doesn't. You want to make sure that you have a kind of like a very thin mixture. And when you're doing that with just water, the water can make it like pool in weird areas or run off, right? So the soap gives it a little bit more, I guess, stickiness. I don't know what you call it. It's not really. I guess yeah, it kind of coheres together. That's a correct word.
Cohere, coagulate, something in that neighborhood.
Yeah, like a little kind of keeps it together.
Okay, so we're going on the side. It's avoiding the face, avoiding the ear. So am I going all the way full around the back of the head, or?
Yes, all the way around. It's going to go through all the hair.
Okay.
And as you do it, you notice that it's also pooling into the little follicles of the hair.
Yep.
And accentuating the hair and darkening it. Do you see it?
I do. Giving it some richness,
character.
some character, some depth.
Yeah, just make sure you don't put too much.
Right. And do I want to go as far forward as the burnt umber borderline there?
You do the whole face. See how it's looking?
So in other words, everywhere where there's
the hair. There.
cover that now in the black wash. Okay.
All the hair with the black wash. My bad.
Okay.
And now I'm just going over it to make sure that I got everything. Oh, I got a little on the chin. I don't know if you can see that. So I just clean off my brush with some water, and then I'm going to go in there and pull it out and use my paper towel.
All right, let me
dry
take
it off.
Second to acknowledge. Now we got Jim Campbell watching. Jim, welcome around. Jim, I'm less hands-free to pop comments in than usual, as you can see with the hands on the paintbrush and all that, but very pleased for Jim Campbell to jump around. So Crafter, I'll do a little storytelling. When I was opening up the Mego 4-pack, the Spider-Man, Campbell had dropped in the comments, it was a bit like Capone's Vault, which for our younger viewers going way back, Geraldo Rivera was on location in Chicago trying to open up what was supposed to be a hidden vault of Al Capone's treasure, which turned out to be a bust and an empty room. But then just recently, MIB, when MIB did his unboxing, he brought back Campbell's bit and he mentioned Capone's vault. So A, credit to Campbell for dropping us colorful comments, and then B, so awesome that Campbell's bit would land then over on the MIB channel as well.
Yeah. I remember that episode. I'm that old.
Well, we all are. Yeah. Well, I mean, not well, I just said.
Well, I think I'm older than you.
Just a touch, pal. Just a touch.
All right. Looking good. Can't you see it now? Isn't it coming together?
I do see it, and it is enriching it. And I'm trying to be beyond the camera, but also be where I can see to not cover up the ear and all that, and not bleed over into the face. So but I see the value of your technique already here, and it's not even dry yet, but it definitely gives it some layering and some texture and character and all that stuff we just mentioned. All right.
Okay. Now I'm picking out my smallish paintbrush, that little 2.0, that little teeny tiny one.
Okay. Let me rest this guy down.
And I'm dipping it in that same black wash, and you got to clean it off. You don't want too much paint or wash, but you want enough that when you stick it into the eye, it kind of adds an outline. Do you see how it's adding an outline to the eye?
So go again. I'm looking at the camera now.
Okay.
Stick
Stick it into the eye,
Okay,
just into the eye so I can get a little bit of an outline. Do you see
gotcha.
the outline?
I do. All right, and then by good fortune, I saw from last time I just took the casing off this brush, so here's in the
Oh,
same set I got, but totally unused and totally tiny. So dipping in a black wash and then going around the eyes. Okay.
and then I'm also going to put it in the mouth and up the nose.
Without a rubber hose. But
Yep.
and I'm being very sparing on the amount of paint on the brush, right?
Well, you don't want it to be globbed in there. You just want to like, what I did was I just pushed the excess onto the palette. You can see it right there. Just dip it in and squeeze out the little excess, and then use the rest. Use a brush if you messed up. Use a brush to clean it off because that'll
Gotcha.
take off the wash.
Gotcha. Oh boy.
I think we're almost there.
Well, that's reassuring to know.
I'm worried I don't have a good brush for my eye. This one is starting to come apart. I'm gonna have to give it my best shot. Oh, you know what? I found one over here. Hang on. That might work.
Well,
Let's see what you got.
I'm getting the idea. Here, let me get the light so you can see it. I'm getting the idea I dropped too much and I'm going to need some cleanup.
That doesn't look too bad, actually. Did you
Okay.
get it in the eyes?
Well, I did, and then as it was a lot, so it was pooling, like the whole eye socket was black, and
Yeah,
so
that's
let
what you
me.
want. You want the whole eye socket black. Mine wasn't thick enough.
Oh, okay,
Because if you get the whole eye socket black, then you can put your white paint on top of it, and it has like an outline. Mine was just really, really thin.
all right,
And then don't forget to stick it up his nose with a rubber hose and in his mouth.
got it.
Now it's the fun parts. The eyes.
All right, so let me show you where I'm
That's
at.
good. That's good. Did you get it in the mouth too?
Yep.
All right. Okay. And the nose? Let me see the nose. Excellent. Now let's get some practice before we go to the eyes. And
Okay.
let's take our black paint and we're going to paint his nose.
Okay. So
Now,
black paint, no wash.
no wash. It's black paint.
Okay.
And you can see where his nose begins and ends, right?
Yep.
So I'm just going to take my paint. I'm going to kind of squish off the extra here, and I'm just going to rub it across the bottom of his nose. Can you see that?
Yep. Black paint, nostril area, bottom of the nose. Here we go.
And then that covered most of it. So I'm going to come around and I'm going to kind of like do the edge over here.
Okay.
But if you get the bottom of the nose, most of it's going to be taken care of for you.
So is it in animal terms, since he's a wolf, we're on the snout?
Snout, yeah. Just keep pushing it towards the bottom because you don't want to get it too far up.
Yeah, I think I'm already well too far up, but all right.
Well, you can always clean it off with your brush. Just get your brush and clean it off again. Let me see. Is that the black?
Yep.
The straight black paint, not the black wash.
All right, let me get another dip of black going here.
Yeah, I'm just using the black, right? You using the black or are you using something different?
Yep, black. Here I go.
And then just push it from the bottom up. That'll give you the right amount.
All right, how's that looking?
Okay, turn them to the side. Yeah, that's good. Maybe just the tip of the nose a little bit.
A little bit more on the tip. Okay.
Yeah, but just from the bottom, push up into the tip. So most of your brush will be touching the bottom of the nose, and you're just using the very, very tip of your brush to push into the nose. Don't stress out. It's supposed to be fun, Chris.
Well, we'll see if we can find our way to fun, pal. But we're trying to ride it through.
Hey, all right. Now another part. You're going to use the same brush, but we're going to clean it off real well.
Okay.
And then we're going to take our antique white.
Okay, same brush, clean it, antique white it.
Clean it real well though, because we're going to do the teeth now.
So are we done with black, or?
I think so, unless we need to do some touch up.
Okay.
And then see, I dip my brush in there and I kind of like roll it onto the palette so that I don't have a lot of paint on there. It's not going to be a dry brush, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to block the teeth. So I'm trying to get rid of some of the paint on there.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to just try to get individual teeth, touching them with the paintbrush.
Individual teeth. Okay.
And if you get it on the lips, it's okay right now. See, individual teeth, that's what it'll look like.
Individual teeth.
You got to make sure you don't have too much paint on there because then you'll get a big glob in there.
The whole thing. Okay. Individual teeth. And obviously, I want to stay inside the mouth area and not bleed over.
Yeah, if you get in the lips, it's no big deal, honestly. Because we're going to paint the lips right now.
Oh, spoilers, we're about to paint the lips.
Well, we're going to do the eyes while we have the white paint, but I didn't want to scare you.
All right.
How's it looking?
Well, here again, let me get the light over and let me get the.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
all right.
I'm going to the eyes now, you're saying?
Now we're going to do the eyes, but for the eyes, here, let me see if I have another brush. This brush has had it. I know I have another little teeny one somewhere. Oh, here it is. I found it. same size, except the bristles are closer together. Now for the eyes, this is how we're going to do it, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to dip my brush into the paint, and again, I'm going to roll it here just to get rid of all the excess.
Okay.
And what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to touch in the center without touching anything else.
Just the center.
Just the center. Oh, I've already messed up. Do you see it?
Yep.
Yeah, I messed up. But we can go back and we can use that black wash again. Well, actually, no, it's not too bad. But I think we're going to have to do some touch-up.
Oh, man.
Ah. How are you doing?
You know, figuring it out.
Eyes are always the hardest part. I hate
Right.
the eye.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Good news is that if you've over traveled, you can take your brown wash with your teeny brush, your brown wash with a teeny brush, just get the tip of it, and then just push it into the top lid and into the bottom lid, and it might blend it out like that.
Okay.
But just the tip of it. You don't want to have too much paint in there because then you'll have to repaint the eye. Let's see that. It's looking pretty good.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely going to need some cleanup.
That's fine. Just grab your brown wash and push it underneath the eyes up to where the cornea is or whatever. What's that called? The white part.
Yeah, I'm not up on the backdrop of the eye, if you will. Okay. Brown.
The brown wash that you used.
Right. And that was the mix of the antique parchment and the.
No. That brown wash. You should still have it, right?
Right.
Get a black and brown wash.
Okay.
It should be on your palette. Unless it dried up, add a little water.
Okay.
Did you already clean up your palette?
Nope. I did not clean the palette.
So yeah, you just grab the tip of your brush, dip it in there, and just run it across the bottom where you have that extra white.
Okay.
And then I went above the lid too, so I'm going to do above the lid. How's it coming?
I'll give you a light check in a second here so you can see what. Yeah, I think I should keep touching up the cheek just under the eye.
Yeah, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go back and remix and kind of like touch up under the eye. Like go back with your flesh color. Do you have any more of that left?
The flesh color, yes.
Yeah, you can just grab your flesh color and then you can push it under the eye. Like here on the side where you have too much of that white, just like cover it up.
Yep.
I've done a couple of these with J Spy and Scott. Have you seen those?
Oh yeah, they're more advanced along the path than me. It's been a while since you've done that, but for sure, I remember watching you and Jay Spy and Scott go
J
at it.
Spy's Frankenstein was so cool, man. He did such a great job on it. He posted on Facebook. I don't remember. I think he got the custom of the week. He was mentioned in the weekly Mego custom Mego newsletter.
Oh, fitting recognition for a good guy.
I hear that he's painting a bunch of Planet of the Apes heads.
Well, I just watched your new release on the Planet of the Apes outfits and all that, and good to know they're advancing the quality of the accessories.
Yeah, that classic TV Toys is stepping it. Well, I had some problems with one of the tunics. The seam came undone. Still haven't sewn it. How's it look?
Well, a pretty amateur hour, I would rate my work over here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. You know what? Your cheeks look just too red. Did you touch up the cheeks?
Yes, I did, but I was trying to even out the. So let me get some more.
Let me see your brush real quick.
Well, now it's gonna.
Yeah, that brush is way too big. What's your smallest brush that you got?
I'm out of brushes, pal. They've all been. Maybe I should have doubled up on how many brushes I had.
Just you got to clean them off. Let's see one that's your smallest. It should be in the. Yeah, there it is. It's in there somewhere.
Here, this guy's the smallest.
Let me see that one. Yeah, you should be using that one to do the touch up because it's so close to the eye. Have you noticed that those splotches that you have there are just like way too big?
Yes. I see the splotches.
Good thing is you can go back and you can do that dry brush again after you do this, because we're going to be pretty much finished with the base coat. It's just going to be like tidying up, and then next week I think maybe we can present them. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Because I had some problems with one of my hands. It broke. I might have to get another one. I don't know. Oh, that's not it. It was this one. It broke. I'm going to just have to make sure that I put some putty in there or something. So I wouldn't be ready either.
All right. Well, why don't we end the live bit for now, and then we can.
Let's do one more thing, and then we'll come back to the eyes. With your smallest brush, the teeny one, we're going to do the lips. We're going to do them with that Tuscan red.
Okay, straight Tuscan red.
Yes, straight Tuscan red.
All right, let me get it open.
And let me see your paintbrush because you want the smallest one that you got.
Well, same one. I'm going to rinse it off, and
Yeah, don't you have a smaller one?
that here. Let me get this one. Let me wipe them off, and then I'll hold them all up to the camera, and you can tell me what do you think is the good way to go.
Oh, that white one is your smallest one, right? All right, Chris, it's going to sound gross, okay? But this is what I want you to do. Hang on, I'm going to switch camera views. All right, you're going to take it and you're going to stick it in your mouth.
Uh-huh.
Then you're going to swirl it in your tongue so you get a little sharp point.
All right.
I think the Radium girls did this and they ended up really hurting themselves.
No, all right. That's exactly what I want to do, is go into that territory. Okay. So then once I've tried to get the point more fine and all that business.
Yeah, I just stick it in my mouth and I roll it in my tongue.
Yeah.
And it seems to work. Okay, so now that I got that, I'm just dipping the tip, just the very, very tip.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to just grab the lip and I'm just going to go across.
All right, just a horizontal,
Yeah,
just outside.
going gently across the lip. I don't want too much paint. I just want barely enough to cover the bottom lip. And I'm trying not to get into the teeth. And then when I feel confident, I'm going to try the top lip. And this, I'm just doing it from the bottom. I'm not pushing up onto the top of it at all. Just the bottom of it. If you do it on the top, you're going to have something that looks like lipstick. Oh, I made a mistake here. Try to get that. Again, you can just use your brush as like an eraser if you get to it quick enough.
Well, I think I'm just in total touch-up territory now, Crafter. I think
you got the basic colors down, but what we're going to have to do now is you're going to have to go back and you're going to have to mix that flesh color again.
Uh-huh.
And then just bring it up to the point where you went a little too far, but you can't do it now because you got to let it dry.
Right.
Because that happens to me all the time. I have to go back and I have to touch up. Like this mouth, it's just too big. See, he looks like a Joker. So I'm going to just come by and I'm going to just add some more of that flesh color. So that's what we're going to do. And then for the eyes, you want to tackle the eyes now or do you want to wait until next time?
Let's go another time on the eyes, Crafter.
All right. Okay. So maybe we can contact each other during the week and I can help you with the eyes and then we can still do our reveal next week.
Sounds good. I'm going to close this out. Thanks for checking out our custom work over here. We'll be back again. And we are